Yo, what's up, everybody? Good morning to you. Hope everyone had a great night's sleep. Hope everyone's doing well this morning. This is your boy Food Junkie coming at you with another video. You saw the title, "Broken is Broken." Period. And for me, the title is very self-explanatory, but I will explain to you guys to know what I'm talking about or why I came up with this conversation with you this morning. um, there's a video going around basically where on Instagram, I guess, where Jason Lee is cussing out Tasha K. You know, Jason Lee's cussing out Tasha K because Tasha K reported on Jason Lee being down in Mexico on vacation, very inebriated, very messed up, and basically he was having a conversation with Safari, and he became very aggressively hitting on Safari, talking about how big Safari unit is, saying he's attractive, and third, and we know, well, as we know, Safari is quote unquote heterosexual. And we know also that Jason Lee is quote unquote homosexual. See, and that is not a problem because homosexuals can be friends with heterosexual people and vice versa. The problem comes in when, well, the problem that happens sometimes is a lot of heterosexual men say they can't be friends with homosexual men because of just that. Because they are afraid that they will start getting hit on and people will come on to them and be overly aggressive and things of that nature. Granted, Safari got herself out of the situation, just said, man, you tripping, well, it's not, you crazy, whatever, you know what I'm saying? You sick in the head, well, it's not, let me go. But at the same time, the aspect of this video is about broken people. Now we know that recently, within a year or so, Jason has had gastric bypass or some type of surgery where he have lost an extreme amount of weight. We also know that Jason Lee is a paymaster. We also know that Jason Lee is very much extremely sexual individual. But all those things, well, let me rephrase that. No, I won't say what I say, but all those things are characteristics of Jason Lee. Now, the fact that he was morbidly obese at one point in time, is that the cause to where he had to pay these younger, attractive people, fly them in, fly them out, take them on vacations, was not in order for him to engage in sexual intercourse with them? Is that mindset the same mindset he has now? Because if you hear Jason Lee talk, he's not talking about having some meaningful relationships with people, or it's not. He's talking about having jump offs and one offs with people. So, in doing that, my comment of broken is broken, period, is a part of him that is still broken inside, regardless of how much weight he lost, how much money he has, how successful he has, or how much success he has, and how successful he is. If you're broken, you're still going to be broken. You're still going to engage in the same aspects and things that you've engaged in when you were in that quote unquote physical broken place. Like, we knew that he was broken because he was saying that he was overweight. Da, 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 da. We knew the brokenness was there. And now that he has slimmed down some, and became a more healthier person, we assume that all those broken pieces have been mended and cleaned up. But when you are inebriated, a lot of your brokenness comes out, manifests themselves by your actions. Now, let's relate to what the topic is to what we see here on YouTube. What we see in the quote unquote community in itself. People may want to take the conversation to, oh man, what gay black men versus women, or whatever they want to do, or it's not. But that's not the conversation that I see happening, or I see being engaged in. I see broken people just being broken. I see broken people or hurt people trying to hurt other people. Now, in the form of Jason Lee was not, Tasha K reported on a story that was out there. Tasha K talked about what was going on. She had her little joke, she had a little reason, she had her roast, which we all do, and she was talked about badly. Her mom, her baby, her husband, this and that, third, her talked about badly. Inappropriate, yes. But that comes from a broken person doing something that's embarrassing publicly and being publicly ridiculed about it and then wanting to attack back. Which, you know, is ridiculous. What's up, Kira? Well, no, sorry. What's up, Misha, baby? How you doing? Good morning to you. That comes from, you know, the aspect of we think that we can do things, have conversations about people, or it's not talk about the bad behavior that we have seen and seen exhibited on here, but we're not willing to acknowledge the fact that we too can be talked about. We too can be discussed. We too can be the topic of discussion or topic of content, regardless if we're a content creator or not, because regardless of if we are a gossip columnist or not. Now, we see a lot of brokenness or broken behavior on these YouTube streets. And it's disguised in anger, it's disguised in being upset, it's disguised in being a lot of things. One thing that we don't see is a lot of rational thought processes and rational understanding and rational, being able to rationalize things and look at things from a lot of different angles. We see a lot of name calling. We see a lot of people who their first attack is to try to insult or talk about and, carry on about, opposed to trying to have a conversation, trying to find out the genesis or the beginning of what the anger is that we are feeling because someone said something about us. Then we also see people having to buy things to feel important, having to have weight loss surgery to feel important, to have, only to throw it back in people's face for us not thinking that these material things is going to help them with their brokenness, thinking that these material things and these physical attributes that they hope to have or hope to gain or hope to garner, is going to help them with their brokenness. If you haven't fixed your brokenness, it doesn't matter how much weight you lose, what kind of things you buy, how many vacations you go on, how many people that you have around you who are broken as well, telling you that you are okay and you are enough and you are something that you're not, you're still going to be broken. What I see a lot on here is that a lot of people aren't willing to do the work on themselves. A lot of people aren't willing to handle what's broken inside of them first before they come out here and want the world to praise them, want the world to look at them as some gift. Not realize that the first person that has to see you as a gift is yourself. The first person who have to look at you and respect you and understand you and do all these things is yourself. See, like I said, I come on here and talk about, well, I want to talk about when I want to talk about it. I don't try to follow these trends in this sector of YouTube because I'm going to get a click and a view. I give you what you need to hear. I give you what I want you to hear. I give you a piece of me that I want you to have. And the people that is responsive and, to it and of it will be. I'm not doing it for the numbers. I'm not doing it for the clicks and the views. Because that's not, what it is. What's up? Yeah, baby, how you doing? Good morning to you. Thank you. It's very much so that, a lot of people run around here attacking people, constantly inserting themselves in situations that doesn't pertain to them and then playing victim because they're broken. They want, what's up, unfiltered Muffy, baby? How you doing? They want to be, oh my God, look how they attack me. Look, oh my God, look what they said to me. And it comes from all sides. It comes from, hold on a second, please. Hello. Hello. Baby, don't do it. Anyway, so yeah. But yeah, what was I saying? Broken people are broken. Yeah. People are broken and they don't fix it. You know what I'm saying? They're not fixing what's going on. It goes on all throughout the aspect of the spectrum. It goes from the gays to the straights to the men to the women to the blacks to the whites to whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just so happens that we are surrounded by a lot of black gay men, a lot of black women in this sector. There's other races and people sprinkled into this, but the majority of us over here are black, and the majority of men over here are black gay men. Just so happens to be. Don't know how we all came together. It was not, but it is what it is. So there's going to be a conflict, and we fight with the close proximity of who we are around. So that's why a lot of fighting happens in this sector between black gay men and black women, because that's what's in this sector. You know what I'm saying? We fight amongst each other. We see the fighting amongst each other as well. We see the fighting amongst black gay men. We see the fighting amongst black women. It's about proximity. You engage with people positively or negatively based on the proximity of who you're around. So that's why that whole black on black crime thing doesn't work with me. That's not an argument that, you know, I'm going to engage with. It's just to either say that's why we hurt each other or kill each other or rob from each other, was not burn each other's stores down, because it's about proximity. We're not going to go to someone else's neighborhood creating conflict and trouble. We do it because it's close to home. We're more comfortable in our own area, so that's why we do it. That's why we fight amongst each other over here, because it's better. We're closer to that. But the broken aspect is, you know what I'm saying? A lot of us, a lot of people have not healed from their own pain, their own trauma, their own brokenness. So that's why we continue to see the hominem attacks and things of that nature amongst each other. You know, the name calling amongst each other, the belittling and tearing down on one another because of the brokenness that we have experienced, the brokenness that have not been healed as of yet. You know, it's nothing. For me, is there's nothing too obscure to where I don't see that. Because when I see and hear the attacks and stuff with each other, was not all I hear is brokenness. I really do. That's why I really don't try to engage too much in it. Like I said, I'm not perfect now. I am human, which means I have engaged in it and I will engage in it again. But for the most part, that's why I say I don't respond to everybody who wants me to respond to them. Everyone who says something negative about me, you get no response, because I'm not going to sit up here and lower myself and put myself back in the position that I have healed from. If that makes sense. And then it doesn't make me better than anyone. It doesn't make me worse to anyone. It just makes me me. It makes me know that I've done the work and I don't have to prove myself to anyone by always attacking and coming for everyone who has said something for me. We hear people all the time. Oh, if you say my name, I'm going to be there. Why? The opinion is still going to be said. What was said about you still going to be said about you. It's not. No one's going to really take it back. You know what I'm saying? They're really going to, if someone said to see you a certain way, well, it's not, and you constantly are showing yourself that way, this is what people are going to see. It doesn't matter, you know what I'm saying, how different you try to be, anything like that. So Kelly Butterfly, how you doing? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? No matter how much you form here cussing, fussing, yelling, screaming, foaming at the mouth, what's not. If I say I see you a certain way and you come on here exhibiting that way, you just prove my point. You just prove what I've said about you. You know, and there's no one specifically that I'm talking about. Well, it's not. There's no one specifically that I'm addressing. I'm just addressing us as a whole. And when I say us, I'm including myself because I'm part of the collective. You know what I'm saying? I may have a little bit more, so a little bit of less broken pieces than some, but doesn't mean I don't have broken pieces nonetheless. You know what I'm saying? That I'm making a conscious effort to heal, making a conscious effort to mend and put together. You know, a lot of people thinking that, saying, oh, well, it's about numbers. No, it's not about numbers. But if I wanted numbers, I know how to get numbers. I will hashtag someone's name in here. I'll put someone's name into a title. It's not about that. It's about me wanting to have a conversation with you guys. It's about me wanting to have a conversation with the people who wants to hear this conversation or this type of conversation. It's not about me trying to, interject my opinion into something, hopefully to get a check this month, next month, whatever, maybe. That's not what it's about. It's not about me trying to insult anyone. It's about me trying to have people look into who they are and figure out why they're doing what they're doing. If they don't like what they're doing, if they think what they're doing needs some type of alterations or altercation, altering, you know what I'm saying? You make those changes that you need to make those positive moves that you need to make in order for you to be your best self, in order for you to present your best self. You know, I understand that people want to see the worst of us because they see the worst in themselves. And they gravitate towards like-minded individuals. They gravitate towards people who are like them. So if my modus operandi is to cuss everyone out and to withdraw and to push people away, you know what I'm saying, who is positive and who's trying to bring light and peace of mind to you. And if that's not what I'm about, I'm going to push you away. But if you bring destruction and divisiveness and things of that nature around, and that's what I'm about as well, I'm going to be more drawn to that as well. Like I said, we all look messy. We all look broken still. But it's how you manifest that brokenness, how you manifest that messiness, how you manifest that part of yourself and show that to the world. Or have the world be willing to see a different aspect of you, opposed to always showing them the broken pieces of you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, no one is 100% unbroken. We all have broken pieces, depending on how much you choose to express that or show that or do the work to mend those pieces. Well, first thing we do is we choose to attack each other. We choose to come at each other. Not we choose to purposely, you know what I'm saying, misinterpret them or miscommunicate with one another. Because that's what we're so used to, you know what I'm saying, not having an intelligent conversation, not being able to have a productive conversation, not being able to agree to disagree and understand that someone's opinion is someone's opinion. Now, when you add a bunch of lies and a criminal attacks or it's not, things like that, things get very murky. But it's up to you being who you are, being able to see through the nonsense and the BS to pick out what it is that you really want to converse about and conversate about what's not. You can't throw everything into it and then expect people to understand what you're saying if you're not being clear. It hurt me when you said this because X, Y, and Z. I don't understand why you would say X, Y, and Z. But opposed to saying that, it comes out as you whore, you bitch, you F word this, you slut, you punk, you sissy, you're saying all the having an attacks. It comes out as that opposed to saying it bothered me when you said X, Y, and Z. Can you explain why you said that? I'm just saying, y'all. I don't want much. I just want to be clear and say that, you know what I'm saying? People only broken is broken, period, because that's what it is. You know, I don't expect people to be perfect. I don't expect people to live the way I do or react and respond the way I do. That's why I give people leeway. That's why I give people chances to be their best selves. That's why even when people do or say things that I don't like, I'm not quick to throw you away because I know that we all are broken. We all respond differently. We all act differently. We all interact differently. Well, it's not. We all speak differently. We all have our own situation. I won't say issues, but I'm going to combine situations and issues together. We all have our own issues and situations that we deal with and that we've dealt with that helps form us to be who we are. So I can't be upset with someone who says something that I don't like or use words that I don't like, you know what I'm saying, when they're not geared toward me, when they're not thrown and slung and flung toward me. I can't be upset with that or them. You know, I have to definitely, you know what I'm saying, take into account that, okay, they're different. They have a different understanding. They have a different mindset than I do. And if I choose to accept people, or not, I accept them for who they are, what they are, how they are, and not throw my own expectations upon them. I can let people know what my expectations are. And hopefully they respect those boundaries. But, you know, I can't enforce or force people to think the way I think. And if I just can't deal with it anymore, I have the opportunity to just walk away, you know, to disengage, you know. And it happens all the time. That happens in real life. I tell people, like, I told somebody at work was not, I just don't engage with everybody. Of, one of the coworkers yesterday asked me, um, what is it? Asked me, invited me to a space party on 4th of July. Mm, I told him to get back to him because I know that he talks too much. He's messy. And it's just like not something that I want to engage in. But opposed to me just be saying no, I just said I'll get back to you. And get back to him, it's gonna be the answer's gonna be no. I can't be involved and engaged in whatever it is that you have going on. Because of how you are at work, if you I just can't deal with that in my personal life. I choose not to. Life is about choices. And I choose not to. You know. Yeah. But like I said, that's me going through the process of trying to heal the broken pieces makes that make me up. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean I'm better than anyone. It doesn't mean I'm worse than anyone. It means just that I can honestly acknowledge, you know what I'm saying, aspects of myself that is not as healed as should be or may be not as healed as I want them to be. Hey, Miss Paulette, baby, how you doing, sweetheart? But yeah, like I said, they won't much want to just bring that out there was not put that out there was not for a conversation. You know what I'm saying? While I think that what Jason Lee did with Safari definitely was wrong, but also I think what he did with Tasha K is definitely wrong as well. But that comes from a place of brokenness. That comes from a place that he hasn't healed, regardless of how good he think he looks or how much more healthier he is right now. Physically, it's not. The mental, social, and emotional hasn't been healed yet. It's still broken. It's still stuck in that outer shell of a larger person who felt they have to buy people in order for people to engage with them or love them or be with them. Or they think their celebrity is, you know, what they have to push on people in order for people to like them. Being an aggressive person sexually, they think that that's what they have to do because that's what they always done. It comes from a broken place. It comes from a place of not being able to truly understand or know if people like you just for you or they like you for what they think that you can give them. You know, I can't wait to be who I'm going to become. They'll be like, damn. I just can't wait. You know. I'm just saying, like, cause I know that, you know what I'm saying, I'm not perfect, but I do know that in this moment I'm as perfect as I need to be in order for me to move forward. If that makes sense. I'm not I'm not saying I don't have flaws, but I do have them. But I understand and recognize and adapting with and to the flaws that I have in order for me to move forward. Not everyone is going to like it. Not everyone's going to understand it. Not everyone's going to agree with it. Not everyone's going to celebrate it. And I'm okay with that as well. I am totally okay with that as well. I don't need everyone around me. I think Nika said something was not the other day about made reference to a tree and roots and branches was not as long as my roots are stable and sturdy, branches and leaves and fruit can fall off. As long as I got my base, and I'm good. I'm going to be good. It's going to be something that, you know what I'm saying, that is what it is. You know, not trying to be everyone's friend, not trying to be anyone's enemy. This is a lot of people don't understand when I say that. I'm not trying to be everyone's friend. I'm not. But nor am I trying to be anyone's enemy. Hey, distant lover, yeah, baby, what's up? You know, people think that just because you're not trying to be everyone's friend, you want people as enemies. No, we can exist without commingling with one another. We can exist without paternity of the down. We can exist without being in each other's orbit. We can coexist on different planes, on different levels. We don't have to always engage with one another with the good or with the bad. Like people understand, it's about choices. And part of healing and being healed is understanding that. Part of understanding that, you know what I'm saying, I don't have to engage in everything. I don't have to be part of everything. When you want to be part of everything, was that to me, that's a sign of brokenness. Where you want your hands in every conversation, you want your hands in every pot, you want your hands in every aspect of what's going on. You need to know everything. And y'all, I mean, this may offend people. I'm not trying to offend anyone. So please don't think that I'm trying to offend people personally. But yeah, I'm just nosy. I want to know everything. Why? How is knowing everything going to change your life? Knowing what's going on in someone else's life that have nothing to do with me is not going to change my life one way or the other. You know, but that's just once again my opinion and how I live my life. But I understand that, you know what I'm saying, people live their lives their own way, on their own terms, and don't have to answer to me, don't have to address what I say, don't have to live the way I live. And we can still coexist on different planes or on the same plane. You know, a lot of us don't understand that. A lot of us don't get that. I can disagree with that aspect of what you do or how you do it. It doesn't mean that we still can't be cool. I still don't like you. I still, you know what I'm saying, don't and won't engage with you. I just want to engage in that aspect of what you do and how you do it. I can still find you cool. I can still find you interesting. I can still find you someone that I can learn from, even if it's to learn what not to do. You know, I try to learn from every aspect of my experience when I walk through this thing called life, on this journey called life. I try to take in what I need to take in to help me move forward and prepare myself forward and be a better person and discard things that doesn't. Once again, what I always say, eat the meat and spit out the bones. You know what I'm saying? Don't allow everything that you experience to be absorbed into your total being. That's another thing about being trying to heal, trying to do the work, understanding and recognizing what helps you be your best self and discarding the stuff that doesn't help you be your best self. Okay. I'm not some perfect deity or stuff like that. I was not think that I'm better than. No, I just know that I try to put the work in. Because I know what can happen when you don't put the work in. I know what can happen when you don't um, you know, make the right choices for you. You see what I said? To make the right choices for you, because the right choices for me may not be the right choices for you. My path may lead me to go left, and your path may lead you to go right, or your path may lead you to go straight, or your path may lead you to go backwards for a moment and reroute. You know what I'm saying? I understand that that's part of me trying to heal my broken pieces and not put my damage and my brokenness onto someone else, not to shove my um, you know, insecurities, faults, and things of that nature onto someone else. Because I'm trying to do the work to make sure that I'm doing what I need to do to heal and be the person that I need to be. Because I understand that, you know what I'm saying, me looking to you does not make me a better person, does not make me the person that I need to be when I'm allowing or relying on you to fix me, to heal me, to love me, to appreciate me. We have to be self sustaining first before we come to people and expect them to build us up. We must first understand and recognize and learn how to build ourselves up first. Because I don't want anyone around me who's not putting in the work, who's not doing the work to be their best selves, to become unbroken, to mend as much as possible, and deal with the traumas and the dramas that they have dealt with in the past. Because we all deal with trauma. We all deal with it. We all work with it and work in it and work through it. You know, in some shape or form. Be it through positive means or be it through negative means. Be it through yelling and screaming and constantly fussing and cussing, or just being calm and doing the work within. And presenting ourselves as such, if that makes sense. But yeah, you know, I like to come in here with conversations based on stuff that I've experienced or seen on this world and try to bring it into a nice aspect, you know what I'm saying? Or a calming aspect, I should say, something that can be taught out or learned from or just experienced in a calm way. Not everyone wants to come on here yelling and screaming. Not everyone wants to come on here and be the rah, rah, rah individuals that you're saying we see a lot on here. We understand that the rah, rah, rah videos get you the views and the numbers or what's not. But like I said, that's few and far between as to who I am and what I want to present on here. You know, and that's good. You know, I'm cool with that. I want, like I said, this is a place I want y'all to be, want some re, reprieve from all the nonsense. Come here because you want to have a real conversation, because you want to see content being made and being talked about, things are being done that's not being done elsewhere or not being done the same way as it's being done elsewhere. We can have the same conversations with that, but we can have it differently. We can do it differently. We can do it in a way that is, you know, cool. And not saying that I won't be cussing and fussing and roasting and gagging and dragging bitches by the edges. Well, it's not, and bitches, when I say bitch, I mean men and women bitches. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying, that's not where I live. That's not where I thrive. That's not where I, you know what I'm saying, am mentally. Because I try to show you that I'm trying to move forward. I'm trying to evolve into who it is that I am meant to be. Mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, you know what I'm saying? Financially, all those things. Thank you, baby. Hey, Tracy, baby, how you doing? Tracy, did you hear about how Jason Lee cussed out Tasha K because she reported on him being drunk in Mexico, acting the fool and flirting with Safari? So he called her all kind of names and call her child names, call her husband names, call her mama names. Yeah, and I think that, like I was saying, it all comes from a place of him being broken. You know, just because you lose the weight, just because you getting healthier, doesn't mean that doesn't mean that you're mentally there. You're not still a broken person. You're not still stuck in a place where the trauma has happened to you. It's on his Instagram. The when he was flirting with Safari, if he haven't took it off yet, it's on his Instagram, and where he cuts out Tasha K, it's also on his Instagram. Yeah, but yeah, so I'm coming here and have a conversation that, like I said, we see a lot of brokenness here on YouTube. We see a lot of people who are broken. You know what I'm saying? Based on what they've experienced in life. Hey, on the Corona, baby, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a minute. Hope you're okay. Thank you for dropping down, baby, showing that beautiful face. I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, and he was just on his weight loss, but he's still broken. You know what I'm saying? Because if y'all follow, like I said, if y'all follow Jason Lee, y'all know that he's a paymaster. He pays to play. He pays people. He flies people out. He gives them trips. He gives them all these other things with that. Because he was caught up in another scandal about a month or so ago with a YouTuber, was not from Bigo, or someone from Bigo, where I guess him and he paid to fly someone out to Atlanta, and they got into this situation where basically the guy was like, he didn't want to be around Jason because Jason, you know what I'm saying, was just being too aggressive. Like when he was with the person, was not at a club, whatever, the person was getting attention, and Jason was looking like, don't do that, don't talk to them. It was just, he's always in some type of mess involving, you know what I'm saying, him paying for somebody. Hey, Brick Girl, baby, how you doing? Yeah, I mean, because this thinner one think that he's just the baddest thing, you know what I'm saying, since sliced bread. Hey, Miss Diva, baby, how you doing? Good morning to you. You know, yeah, this little thin one. I mean, I said, he's a mess. So I like him too, but he is a mess. He is a whole mess, and he's a whole paymaster, which he admits that. I guess his whole thing is he pays him to go away. He pays him to go away. But to each his own. To each his own. He looks happy. And that video was not when he was drunk at the bar in Mexico, was not. It was a whole mess. I'm like, ooh, what are you doing? That's not a good look. Like, you're supposed to be happy. That's why the whole point. Like I said, he still had the mind. Like, I mean, you can lose the weight and you can get healthier or it's not. But if your mind isn't right, you're still gonna exhibit the same things and qualities that, you know what I'm saying, you had with before, whatever surgery or trinkets that you buy yourself and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Money doesn't make you happy. Success doesn't make you happy if you're not happy within. And we see that a lot here on YouTube. We see a lot here in this sector. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be happy because you have things. You're not going to be happy because you have surgery and you lost weight. You're not going to be happy, you know what I'm saying, when you have to come online to get your flowers. If you haven't given yourself your flowers. I'm just saying. Make it make sense. But they do the same thing, Tracy. If you think about it, they do the same thing. He just has, I don't know whose platform is bigger. I know he has multiple different platforms that is successful, and I don't know how many platforms she have that is successful. You know what I'm saying? But he put himself in that position. He was on line talking about Safari, how big his thing is, and licking your tongue out and things like that. Like you want to lick it on. I got flashbacks, y'all. I got flashbacks to voicemails and things. I got flashbacks of voicemails and things, y'all. I'm just I got flashbacks of voicemails and things. Safari, baby, I know how you felt. I know how you felt, Safari. I know how you not being silly. You know what I'm saying? Safari, baby, I know how you felt, baby. I know how you felt. Don't run away. Don't run away now, baby. But I'm saying, Safari, I know how you felt, baby. But these mouths wasn't public and on internet was not. My embarrassment and uncomfortableness was down between. Oof, but understand, Safari, I know how you felt. I knew I had some things in common with Safari, but I knew I had all that in common with Safari. Good morning, Artist Supreme, baby. How you doing? I'm being silly now, but I was trying to have a serious conversation until I realized that I was in the same position as Safari. Safari, I know how you felt, baby. I know how you felt. Let you go on IG. Yeah, like when he did the hand motions and stuff, I'm like, oh my God, then I'm like, what are you doing? Eating corn on the cob, licking your tongue out between the hand motions and stuff? Like, but then you say you were an aggressive top? Like, I'm confused. But when they say the guy about a month ago said that, what I'm saying, he was an aggressive bottom. And for you to be coming up to Safari like that, I'm just saying, Jason, I'm just saying. It ain't my place to say, but you put it out there. Literally. Oh, you're very attractive, and you're this and you're that, and you got a big, and did the hand motion, and then started licking the tongue out. Ooh, I have flashbacks. He might as well have said, I'm gonna look at the picture I have of you and open my mouth real wide and I'm just saying, he might as well said that. It was a mess, RJ, for real. You laughing. I'm serious. I was traumatized. I had flashbacks. Post-traumatic stress syndrome, baby. Because I was in that position. Being sent voicemails and things. I'm just saying, y'all. But yeah, like I said, broken is broken, period. You know what I'm saying? And it comes from a place of being broken, not healing from the trauma that you've experienced. Not trying to heal. Thinking that you have to do certain things or act a certain way or put yourself out there. Hey, Mia, baby. How you doing? Don't be God, RJ Supreme, baby. I'm saying y'all heard the voice messages. And if y'all look at Safari, it's the same exact thing. Not Safari. If look at that, I'm just in Lee live stream on IG. It's the same thing. But they just had thousands of people watching while he did that. And just he was drunk. Telling Safari he's attractive. He got a big thing, a big unit, and he licking his tongue out like he wants to suck it or something. Just saying it was a whole match. I'm like, ooh, Jason Lee, you don't have to do all that. You have a whole successful network that you're trying to build into a situation. I ain't do nothing. I ain't do nothing. But yeah, it comes from, like I said, it comes from a broken place. It comes from a place of him not, regardless of how much weight he lost and stuff. Like she said, she thinks that he looked happier when he was a little bit bigger. But it comes from a place where you think that you have to do certain things, you have to be certain ways in order for you to be liked. Just like some people thinking that, I have to buy my friendships, I have to buy people, I have to give people stuff in order for them to like me. I have to pay someone in order for them to sleep with me. I have to give you trips and gifts and bags and things. That's, what I'm saying? No matter how much money I have, no matter how much success I have, how much fame I have, what's not, it's still not enough for me to feel good enough to think that I'm worthy of happiness or worthy of the success or worthy of XYZ. Oh, yeah, you crazy. You know, it doesn't matter. You're always going to, when you feel like you're not good enough inside, what's not, you're always going to try to compare yourself to other people. It's not whatever. You're always going to try to do the most, expecting people to, saying, be there for you, live for you, things of that nature, opposed to you just knowing that you are enough. Who you are is enough. Who you are is good enough. Who you are is enough. Like I said, that comes from a broken place. Thinking that you have to, dole out something in order for someone to accept you. You have to give out something in order for someone to accept and respect you. Now, you don't have to do all that. You should be enough. You should be more than enough. You know, if you've done the work though. But if you still in that place of brokenness and that mindset of being broken and being defeated or feeling like you're not enough, you're always going to attract people around you who's going to quote unquote have expecting have the expectancy of receiving something from you, regardless of what it is. You know. But yeah, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? These people, like I said, it doesn't matter if you're a celebrity with your name out there or it's not, and you wear the finest clothes and the best stuff. If you're not healed inside, if you're not corrected inside, if you're not taken care of inside, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, you're always going to be seeking that approval from others. Thinking that you have to put yourself out there and embarrass yourself. And then when someone talks about it or whatever, you want to be offended. You want to act as if, what I'm saying, what they did to you is the worst thing since, what I'm saying, I won't say that. It's the worst thing since, what I'm saying, the devil type of thing. And it's not, what I'm saying, because you don't realize that, you are manifesting the ugliness and hatred and stuff towards you. See people on here get a new little toy. No matter if it's new or used, but they are upset because they brought it out here. People are talking about it, knowing that's what they do on here, but yet want to be a victim. Everyone's jealous now. Everyone's hating now. Everyone wish they had a used toy too. No, not so much. Where you can put the same effort and energy into buying a new toy or upgrading your living situation or upgrading, what I'm saying, your life in general. You're putting things out there so people can, ooh, wow, they got that. No one cares. No one cares. Really. But yeah, y'all, I don't want much. I'm coming here quickly, this morning to have a little conversation with you guys and hopefully put a little bug in your ear to help you, a positivity to help you, manifest on being your best self, pray on being your best self, whatever you choose to do, but be your best self. I love you guys so much for being here this morning. I love you guys for, just being yourselves, doing the work to make sure that you are okay. You know what I'm saying? No one asks for perfection, but just praying for being okay. You know what I'm saying? I wrote a poem called "Not a Prayer for Perfection." Basically, what this is what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? I'm not asking to be perfect, just asking to be, the best person that I was meant to be in the moment. A lot of people don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? Not every day you feel like a 10. Some days you feel like a 7. Some days you feel like an 8. Some days you feel like a 8.5. So that don't sound right. Some days you just feel like, what I'm saying, you know, not every day you can be a 10. Not every day that you can be top of your game. But as long as you're okay with the perfection that is you in the moment, you're already winning. As long as you can accept yourself in the moment, regardless of what state you're in, as long as you're always striving to be your best, you already won mentally, spiritually, emotionally. And that's what a lot of us don't take into account. We think that life is about us being at the top all the time, us being at, what I'm saying, the highest level all the time throughout the day. No, sometimes you need to decompress and relax. So some days you need to just chill and pick it back up tomorrow. I'm saying keep your reserve filled, your reserve of love, your reserve of positivity, your reserve of, you know what I'm saying, integrity. Keep all that filled up, and you can't, if you're constantly replenishing it by being at the high top at the time was that, and sometimes a lot of times when I don't feel my best or I don't want to engage with people, well, it's not, or engage with the world, I shut my windows, shut my doors, shut off my computers, and call it a day. Period. Nothing's wrong. It's just I don't want to engage with people because I need to get my reserve back up to where I want it to be. So I go out there and present myself to in my best ability. But yeah, y'all, just want to come to y'all really quick and talk to y'all. I love you guys, of course. And as you guys know, it's not important that I love you. It's more important that you love yourself, you love someone else, you respect yourself, and you definitely respect someone else. Like, it's all about respecting yourself, you know what I'm saying, and respecting other people, whatever, you know what I'm saying, acknowledging that none of us is perfect. We all have pieces that are broken, some more than others. Some are working, doing the work to make sure they are, you know what I'm saying, less broken than they were yesterday. And just constantly be moving forward, constantly be putting forth your best effort, constantly going on your journey and recognizing that your journey is not the same as my journey. Like I said, my journey may take me left, your journey may take you right, may take you straight, may tell you to stop for the moment. You know what I'm saying? Just acknowledging it. But y'all have a great day. Thank you, you too, great girl, baby. Have a great day. Y'all be safe in these virtual streets. Be safe in these real world streets. And don't forget to just be yourself and love yourself. You know what I'm saying? I definitely appreciate y'all being here. If you haven't liked the video already, I would definitely appreciate if you like the video on the way out and during the replay, please, as well. I definitely appreciate you guys' support. Thank you, you guys. Y'all have a great day, and I will talk to you crazy kids later. Peace out, y'all. Bye bye.